Oh my. It Oh, my head. My head hurts, guys. I can't believe I suffered through this movie. In all seriousness, guys, Shazam, The Fury of the Gods is fun, funny, stupid, pointless, generic superhero flick. Now, if you want to know more details, we're going to dive into them into this review. And I want to say off the bat that it's like, I know everyone's going to be asking me this, so I'm going to answer this at the very beginning part of the video is, what's the point of this DC film? Like, seriously, what is the point? I can't seem to get this Pikachu hat to stay on my head properly. So, what's the point of this DC film when the DCEU is about to be reset thanks to James Gunn and the studio making really poor decisions? So, we've got this movie, we've got the Flash movie, and we have an Aquaman 2 movie coming out. And then after that, the DC is getting reset again for, like, I don't know, the fourth, fifth time now. Even though Marvel sucks, at least they're just sticking with a simple phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kind of thing. But DC can't seem to get their act together and figure out what they want to do. Interesting note is that Shazam will return within the rebooted DC continuity of films and shows and whatnot. So, I guess the point of this film is that it is a sequel to the original Shazam that came out 4 years ago. And more than likely, Shazam will get another third solo movie. And Shazam might end up either joining the Justice Society or the Justice League. I can't keep track of how many different groups there are that have justice in them. Maybe he'll join the Authority. But in all honesty, guys, this movie was boring. This movie is 2 hours and 10 minutes long. And I've watched many, obviously, I've watched many 2 hour and 10 minute like movies that don't put me to sleep. And I want to say off the bat that within the first 10 minutes, my rating for this movie dropped from a 10 to an 8. And then as the movie progressed, it went to a 7. And then it went to a 6. Then we got to the finale, it went to a 5. And then after I thought about the whole thing as a package, I wanted to give this movie a 4. But after I went through all my notes and really thought about it hard, I can't even give this movie a 4. Because the fact that this movie almost put me to sleep, I have to give it a 3. This movie gets a 3 out of 10. This movie has boring villains, very boring CGI monster fights that I just don't care about. So many predictable moments throughout. There's terrible pacing. There is some good humor, but it kind of just, it's not memorable as the first movie. I mean, there's even a Skittles commercial where one of the characters tells the CGI monsters, "Taste the rainbow." Can't say that word in my video because I know for a fact that it'll get destroyed. Good performances. The love subplot, it's kind of pointless. It doesn't really make a big impact on the overall story or characters. I thought it was cute. It was funny, but it was pointless. There's really no character growth. There's a gay character revelation that gets added in that adds nothing to the character itself. It just gets dropped into the middle of the movie, and I'm just like, okay, well, that just happened. There are some heartfelt moments towards the finale, but it takes forever to get there. Well, let's stress this again. This movie is 2 hours and 10 minutes long. I felt like I was watching all the Lord of the Rings movies, extended editions, but somehow worse. Like, this film felt like it was 8-9 hours long. It was so boring. Most of the good stuff from the first film is back, but they added in a bunch of new stuff, and honestly, it's just crap. like, for example, they do keep the core of fighting for family and trying to save the world from the first film, but that's about it. The wizard character that dies and creates the champion Shazam from the first movie, somehow he's been resurrected. The movie doesn't really explain this really well as to how he's resurrected, and he's not dead. And because he's been resurrected, it makes the whole point of Shazam being created in the first film, in the first place, pointless. So if the wizard is alive, then Shazam doing everything that he did in the first movie didn't need to happen. The wizard could have done it, and the wizard, because he was still technically alive, the gargoyles, evil demon statue things in the first movie should never have broken out of their prison and caused all the chaos and carnage that they did. So it just goes to show that this sequel was not thought of and planned out. It felt like a Studio 4 sequel, and it just makes the first film seem better, but at the same time, it also makes the first film seem kind of irrelevant, which is kind of interesting. Wonder Woman does make a appearance in the movie. She actually gets 2 scenes in the film, which I thought was pretty cool. And yes, we do get to see her face, unlike the first film with Superman. So Gal Gadot plays Wonder Woman again, which was really cool. There are 2 post-credit scenes. Like I said, Shazam will continue onwards within the DCEU. But overall, guys, there was just a bunch of generic events and plots, especially a bridge fight scene, because we need one of those in a superhero movie, because, reasons. But overall, guys, this movie was just boring. It was bland. It's not memorable like the first film. And if you watch the trailer and then you watch the movie, you can see there's like something missing. It's like, I don't know, maybe there's like an extended edition, but you're gonna don't want to watch that. I will never watch Shazam! Fury of the Gods extended edition, because that will put me to sleep still. I literally was in the theater, and this movie almost put me to sleep. And for a 2023 movie, that is really bad. It's really bad. So, like I said, this movie is fun, funny, stupid, it's generic, it's pointless, and it's just another superhero film. And I'm really disappointed. I really expected a lot more. The first film really did set a high bar, and this one just didn't work for me. So let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys agree or disagree with me? You guys have a great day. Like I said, Shazam! Fury of the Gods gets a 3 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Peace.